Welcome back for the finale of Viridian League Season 2. We have a deciding event here with Event 16, the Marathon. This event acted as the decider last season as well. Let's see if it can bring some great moments again this time. Now we can see here other teams having a last minute strategy meeting with their coaches to get the best result they still can out of this season. We have 6 teams left still in contention, with that being the Wintermins, Evergreen Oaks, Snapdragons, Nightshades, Doondashers, and the Apple Tarts, with the Johnsons and Oliver's still having a slim chance at the podium if they perform great here at the Viridian Valley, which will be your championship crowning course today. Now, with the slide corners and split as special features here in this 21 turn total track, it's going to be an exciting one. We'll see how our teams adapt to this new course. We'll start off with a grid race, which is just a single lap to decide the actual starting grid for the full race. This is sorted in reverse championship standings, so all our contenders are at the back. They'll need to make your ground if they want to have a better starting position for the full race. We're starting us off here with just a single lap to see how our teams can adapt to this course. Let's see, Douglas is out in the lead here. Going to the slide corners, a very dangerous part of the track. You get a nasty bounce there. Let's see. Stereo here overtakes Dagas here, heading into the split. Let's see. They have a great line there, but Dagas does not. Meanwhile, we can see here Lake, Starlight, and Forest are right on Stereo still. Great gains here from Forest, who started in the 15th position. They're going to have a great starting position if they keep this up. Let's see, can Starlight hold on to the pole position, and they do. Right ahead of Sunset, then Stereo, and Forest will start in the 4th position, which is a great gain compared to all their other contenders who are near the back. Our championship leaders, Frostbite, did not manage to gain any positions there, we can see. But it's only the grid race. A lot can still happen in the full race with a full 12 laps of racing ahead. You can see our Forest with the biggest gains, but all the other contenders did not gain much. So see Phantom in the mid-pack, not too shabby as well. Now, we'll go to the starting grid we see. Now, our teams are seated for the final race. In the starting grid, let's see. 3, 2, 1, and they're off! Let's see who will come out on top of these first few corners. And it's gonna be the Evergreen Oaks, our second place in our championship, our search to the lead in the Viridian Valley here. Our defending champions, the Johnsons, are right behind them. They can't quite make an overtake here. Let's see, Evergreen Oaks, great defending here against them and the Sterling Skies. Let's see, Johnsons tried to make an overtake there, but couldn't get it. But they make it here. They now search to the lead. Great move there. Meanwhile, Inferno overtakes Evergreen Oaks as well. Let's see, it's very close to this first lap of the race. Let's see, a great line there from Inferno to overtake, but it's going to be very close for the leader heading into the second lap. Let's see, Lake comes out on top, having the better line of all of them, ahead of Sunset. Both of these marbles still have yet to medal, hoping to get their first here. Let's see, and it's looking great for both of them so far. Lake leading the Inferno and Evergreen Oak so far. RGB here, let's see. We have pink teams right behind them, but it's very close between these three. It was a close battle for the lead between Inferno and Lake throughout that split, but Inferno ultimately came out on top, right ahead of Lake, with Forest right behind. Let's see, Forest challenging for champions, of course. Neither of the other teams still can. Meanwhile, our defending champions, the Johnsons, are hoping to get a good last result in their defending season, sitting in 3rd currently. Let's see here. Evitador right behind, and the overtake for 3rd. Meanwhile, it's very close. Frostbite is slowly closing in on the Evergreen Oaks, but they have still quite a few of the pack to go. Now, it's very close for the lead, and it's the Johnsons that overtake Lake here for the faster path of the split. They are once again in the lead position, wanting to get one more gold in their defending season to show what they're made of. Being challenged by a championship contender of the Evergreen Oaks, and they make a beautiful overtake here to take the lead heading into the 4th lap. Let's see who the bad bouncer gives it right straight back to the Evitador horse. Rainbird still sits comfortably in 3rd, but we can see here the Dooners have jumped up all the way into 4th. This is going to be crucial for them. They need to win the event with none of the other contenders in 2nd if they want to win, and they're currently in 2nd place. This is very good for them. They can't quite make the overtake on John Schultz right now, though. Volt still takes the lead, but Ford is right behind them as well. When a bad bounce drops them back to 4, but it's very close for the lead between John Schultz and the Dune Dashers. The Dune Dashers take the lead. They're currently in the provincial championship position, but they need to make that overtake. If they don't, it's still currently the Evergreen Oaks that hold that position. Let's see. With a bad bounce here for the John Schultz, gives it to the Dune Dashers. Dune Dashers are now leading the race. If they hold on to this, they will win the championship. Unless, of course, the Evergreen Oaks close on. They need to just And the bad bounce here gives it back to the John Jolts. They lose that position once again. John Jolts once again lead this race. This was their sub-bin event back in Season 1 as well. They surely have some experience here. Now, let's see. Dune Dashers still in second place. Not too far, but they need to make another overtake if they want to hold that provisional championship. But still, only 5 left. A lot can still change. It's currently between them and Evergreen Oaks, and they're very close here for the second place. They need to make sure not to let Evergreen Oaks pass. And let's see, and they don't. They drop back behind Starlight, who takes the 3rd position. Let's see. It's very close. But John Jolts still ultimately in the lead. Let's see. Starlight overtakes the Dune Dashers. Not what they wanted to see. They're right ahead of the Evergreen Oaks, but that's not going to be enough. And a great overtake here from Starlight in the split to take the lead here. John Jolts try another move, but they can't get it done. Dune Dashers in this fight as well. A very crucial one. That's one of our contenders that we keep our eye out of. And let's see, they're once again in second, but the Evergreen Oaks are still close behind. They need to get the gold here. Let's see. It's Starlight, Dune Dashers, Evergreen Oaks, and the Supersonics here. Let's see. Starlight heading lead here, and let's see. It's very close. Dune Dashers right on their tail, and they can't make an overtake here. It's and they do get it here once again in the championship leading position. They need to hold on to this though, and they do. But Evergreen Oaks take challenge for second place, and if this stays, Evergreen Oaks will win the championship. First is not going to be good enough for the Dune Dashers if the Evergreen Oaks stay in second. But the Supersonics make an overtake once again in the Dune Dashers' favor, but not if they lose them to them too. Supersonics take the leader heading into the 8th lap, but some troubles slows them down a bit. They're still in the lead, but Dune Dashers in second and Evergreen Oaks is third. This is a very tight battle between these two. All the other contenders are nowhere to be seen, although Wyvern is slowly catching up. If they can make a few more moves, they can challenge for the battle. And meanwhile, the Dune Dashers lose position to the Evergreen Oaks. Not what they needed here. They need to beat them by more than one position if they're at the front of the pack. Let's see. Ooh, they get it back. That's a good start, but they still have Supersonic Stereo to overtake a winner in the combination race. Let's see. It's very close heading into the 9th lap. Just 4 more laps to go. The battle is very much heating up here. Let's see, a bad bounce here for the Dune Dashers creates a big gap to the front leaders and lobs both them and Evergreen Oaks to Starlight, who now takes second place. This is not good for the Dune Dashers. But meanwhile, if they keep dropping, all the other contenders that are struggling a bit are getting more opportunities to close that gap and potentially overtake to change that provisional winner. But it's still going to the Evergreen Oaks here. They had a dominant start of the season with the first 6 events with 4 medals, but have not had a finish better than 8 since. Although they had quite a few of those to be fair. Now, Starlight is right ahead of Stereo heading into the final 3 laps. But Forrest right in third, but a great overtake there for Dusty, although it does not last. Douglas now also in that battle for third. It's going to be a very crucial final few laps here. Dusty pushes Evergreen Oaks aside. That's a great move for them, but Forrest managed to recover right behind them again. Let's see. A great battle here. Dune Dashers lose further to the Histrons. They need to make these final few positions up if they want to challenge for the championship. Evergreen Oaks sitting in a very good position with all the other contenders quite a bit behind, but the Dune Dashers are still scarily towards the front for them, although they need to would need to win the event at this rate. Let's hear Starlight holds the lead, but Cinder challenges them heading into the slide corner on this penultimate lap. Douglas makes a great overtake due to that collision, but Dusty keeps falling back, but Evergreen Oaks as well. That means the other contenders are slowly catching up. Let's see, it's going to be very close here at the finish line. Starlight still ever in the lead of this race. Let's see, Stereo makes an overtake for second place. Volt, Cinder and Douglas in a battle for third. Dusty and Force have fallen quite a bit, but it's not, all hope is not lost yet. This is looking like the Evergreen Oaks Championship to lose at this point, but a lot can still happen in this final lap. Starlight starting it off in the lead. Stereo right them, and then Douglas makes an overtake, but can't make it stick. Cinder and Volt are right there as well. Let's see, into the side corners. Great move for Stereo, but can't make it stick. Let's see, and an overtake here for Evergreen Oaks on the Dune Dashers. Not what they want here. Evergreen Oaks in a great position here. Let's see if they can hold on to it in these last half of a lap. Let's see. Starlight, Stereo, and Volt currently in a pole. Let's see the change in the last few corners. Let's see, no contenders are close. The Dune Dashers are not going to make over the last minute overtake to get the lead. It's going to be very close. I don't believe anything is going to deter the Evergreen Oaks over changes here. Let's see. Will anything happen in the last corner? And no, that is it. The Evergreen Oaks are your Viridian League Season 2 champions! It was a well-fought battle between all these teams. A lot of contenders were in the back, but tried to get there close. We could see here the move for lead. A great overtake there for Supersonic, but couldn't quite make it stick. Let's see, into the final corner, Starlight gets them back. It was a great, exciting end to the battle, but we were all looking at the Evergreen Oaks there. As they finish here across the line in 5th, they have secured themselves the championship. They were dominant early on in the season and then were caught napping in the second half, but they come back in the final event to secure themselves the trophy. They lost out on auto qualification last time by a single point, but not this time. Great work from them. You can see here the Starlight Stereo Vault celebrating on their last medals in this event. Great work from them here as well. We now know the Evergreen Oaks are your champions, but I am unsure how the podium ended up. So we'll have to see that in the closing ceremony. Speaking of which, this has been all from me. See you next time.